This is the Char-2C tank. It has been featured in the Battlefield teaser video posted on Facebook, Twitter, and amongst other social media platforms. From this short video you can clearly see that it's the Char-2C tank, and the mere size of it, as well as a small catch at a next elite class confirmed by DICE. More on that in a second. We also have some small finds today about Battlefield that are a little interesting. But first, let's get back to the new tank. So in March, the first DLC in Battlefield 1 will be released. We already know that it will be a French DLC. We have also seen some concept art, so we know the layout, or at least the direction that DICE want to go with these maps. Along with this, DICE must want to have an interaction with the massive French tank assaults that had occurred. And so that's probably why they will be introducing the massive Char-2C tank. Here is some background on the Char tank. It was made during the 1917 of the First World War, but it actually wasn't finished till after the war. With that in mind, it was the largest tank that was ever made. It measured 3 meters wide, 4 meters tall, 10 meters in length, and it was weighing at a massive 69 tons. It had a 45mm armor crew that could hold 12 people. There was only ever 10 tanks built, so another prototype that DICE will be adding into the game, which is influencing more content. So with the size in comparison to the modern tanks, it was roughly the same size to the Char-2C like the M18 wraps. With other YouTubers saying a behemoth, I would like to think not. I think that it would just be added as the new French tank for their faction. So with this new release, it would make some sense that DICE would obviously want to capture these tank assaults that occurred at Verdun, due to the concept art. But the idea of having a ground behemoth would be something new and exciting. Saying that, only if DICE were to balance this thing out. If repairing was allowed to the behemoth, this thing would never die. Along with that, it would be extremely overpowering and frustrating to play against. We already have enough overpowered weapons in Battlefield 1. I think we're good, DICE. So along with that, we got a small peek at a new player model, and more than likely an elite class. After doing some research, I couldn't find anything suggesting him to have a tanker-based role, but we do know he's French. He's got red pants, he's got the flag in the background, the French tank, he's got the concept art at the Battle of Verdun, and so on and so forth. But with that, I have found an armored unit called the Outils Blindés. So I'm sorry I have butchered that horribly, I'm not French. So this unit would assist as armored soldiers with whatever was needed during the battle. But at a second glance of the release video, he only has a melee weapon. So this may be a new tanker elite class. Or it could simply just be a new melee elite class. That would be a new introduction to Battlefield, which would be kind of horrible, in my opinion, because you'd have to get close enough to engage an enemy, which would lead to you just eating away at your health extremely rapid from all the fire that you're taking. You're just going to eat lead, you're just going to be a sponge, and you're just going to die. So I don't think that would work. We will just have to wait and find out. So along with that, we also have Back to the Basics, that is now a permanent game mode in Battlefield 1. So which in my case, I think this game mode is great. It's a very fun game mode. It brings a skill to the game, a less spammy feeling. There isn't many automaticos per se, where you only have bolt action rifles that are suited to your faction. So if you're German, you have a Gewehr, so on and so forth, or whichever it may be. One thing I hope DICE does is release this game mode into operations, rush. I think those things would be great. I think operations would be amazing if there's bolt actions only, because there's no scopes. And it brings a new fun and joy into the game that you can't capture in vanilla game modes. It's like line of sight. While on that topic, Alexander Hassoun has been testing password-protected servers and a few new implementations to the Rent-A-Server program, like an accessible server admin menu from the pause menu, which could be a new update with the new DICE DLC coming up in March. So coming back to that concept art, we know that there's a link to the French army, along with the French developed tank, the Battle of Verdun, his pants. I just hope that this DLC offers a new gameplay stand to Battlefield 1 with vehicle gameplay, as the numbers have dropped from recent Battlefield 4 of the people engaging in vehicle warfare. More people are playing as a soldier, So they have hit the nail on the head with the soldier gameplay. I just think that the vehicle gameplay needs to be tweaked just a little bit more to enhance more engagement for other people. And that's all I really have today on my update, guys, so thanks for coming out, guys, and have a good one.